Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Manhattan. And this movie came out in 1979, directed by Woody Allen, one of his earlier films. I've seen two movies from him. I've seen Midnight in Paris and Blue Jasmine. Those are the only two I've seen before that he directed. And I was curious to check out more films from him because I hear that he's made some really great films, and this one I enjoyed overall. I wasn't wild or crazy about it. Same thing with the other two that I just mentioned. They're not movies that I absolutely love, although I do really want to rewatch Midnight in Paris. I think that might be my favorite of the three that I've seen. I don't know, something about that one just really connected with me, and I just really want to see it again. But after a first viewing of this one, I liked it overall, but in ways it is kind of just not really a movie for me, in the sense that I didn't really get a whole lot out of it. I thought it was very well made, and the movie knew exactly what it wanted to focus on and to explore and give you some things to chew on and make it interesting. But all in all, by the end of the day, it wasn't anything that was super unique or special to me. It was just another good movie that I liked. And the film looked very nice overall, and I really loved the opening narration. And I was really enjoying the movie in the beginning. I was on board and kind of loving it from the start, especially with that opening narration. And if the whole movie was that, I probably would have enjoyed it. It was very entertaining for me, and the acting was good, and I liked the characters and the character dynamics and what the movie was exploring and trying to bring up and mention, and all that stuff was interesting. And even if there are some things about the movie that you might say, that's kind of questionable, just having that in the plot of the movie, I'm not going to say what it is. Mostly because I don't want to spoil anything or just turn people away, just in case that's the type of thing that would turn them away from a movie like this. But I will say that I understood its purpose, and it made it kind of interesting that it was in the movie. In terms of what the movie was able to explore with that, I thought that much was fine. And the music was decent. I don't really remember it all that much, and it's not something that I'm going to remember the movie for, but it wasn't terrible at any point, or at least from memory. And I was kind of enjoying the structure of the film, where it's basically just dialogue. Characters are just talking to one another, and it's always in ways about nothing, and just exploring ideas of how people should be or how they choose to live their own lives. And that much is something that kept me going for at least a little while. And there were definitely moments that I really enjoyed, and character moments that I thought worked pretty well. And also, I did enjoy whether or not you like certain characters is completely up to the audience's interpretation as to what you choose to take away from it. I felt as though that was a good idea, considering the fact that some things characters do are questionable. But it's not saying, oh, you should like this character or you should dislike this character. It's more complicated than that, and tries to present them as just complicated human beings. And that's what I felt as though the movie was going for. But to get into my issues with this movie, I started to get a little bored towards the second half because there just wasn't anything new being explored to me, or at least nothing that wasn't either established already in the first half that the second half was just repeating. I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. But also, it was just, I just feel like I've seen things like this in other movies or shows that do it a lot better and make it more interesting to watch. And also, I didn't really feel a whole lot of emotions during this. I was entertained and kept thinking, okay, that was a good scene. Next scene, okay, that works pretty well for me. It was all just consistent, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. And there are no scenes in this movie that stand out as bad, but I didn't really get much of an emotional reaction from this movie, sadly. And I feel like this is the type of movie that wasn't really going for an emotional gut punch at in many scenes. Like it wasn't supposed to be this great big Oscar scene that you're supposed to love or anything like that. But at the same time, kind of wish that I wasn't just enjoying it as like nice, simple entertainment is how my own personal enjoyment was seeing it as. I was like, yep, that was enjoyable and I didn't regret watching it, but I don't know if I'll ever see it again. And I think also part of the reason why I didn't really love the movie is because there's just other movies that bring out more of an emotional response from me or impact me a lot more as opposed to this movie, which it is what it is. Art is subjective, and by the end of the day, all I can do is just be honest with how I feel, and I think it's good. I'm not in love with it like maybe some people are. I know this movie is considered to be a classic, and I'm glad that I watched it. It's currently on Amazon Prime if you want to check it out, and there's a way to do so. But if I am going to rewatch this movie, it'll probably be like years from now. I don't even know when, but still, good movie. Would love to rewatch Midnight in Paris, and in my memory, that has just been aging very well, and I want to see it again. I don't know why. There's something about it. I just want to revisit that movie, and maybe I'll feel that way about this at some point in my life, but I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll see. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Manhattan a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below your thought of Manhattan, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Eddington. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.